Hi guys, Kim Cash here. I'm just at my advent calendar and I was going to share with you guys my present for today. This is obviously from my daughter because she loves this wrapping paper. So, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say obviously, but I think it's from my daughter. And she also overwraps everything to make it a chore to get into presents. Let's see what she got me. Oh, it's actually for my dogs. It's a little carrying case for.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She picked it up.
Sophie! No. Where is it, Sophie?
It's right there.
Oh, I thought she had it in her mouth. So what it is for when I take the dogs for walks or runs. It's you know, little bags, and then a little cute bag to like clip on my belt when I'm running or taking them for a walk. So thanks, Kara. So I thought I'd talk to you guys today about UFOs. And there's a few different kinds of UFOs. One is, well, when you're doing yarn projects and you're knitting or crocheting, and you have something that you complete, it's called an FO, a finished object. And I have a lot of UFOs, unfinished objects. So I was thinking about UFOs, and I started doing a little research just because I thought UFOs are interesting and unfinished objects, maybe not so interesting. But anyway, what I came to find out was that Oregon was where the term flying saucers came from. It was in 1947 when a pilot he was a rescue pilot, was flying. He noticed 9 silvery saucer objects flying in the air, and he reported that to an East Oregonian reporter, and the reporter wrote an article called Flying Saucers, and the rescue pilot had called them saucers that looked like they were skipping on the water as they traveled at supersonic speed. And after the East Oregonian wrote that article and it was published, the term just took off. And so ever since then, flying saucers has been a thing. So that came from Oregon. And Oregon per capita as of 2012 was 3rd in list of sightings for UFOs. In fact, in 2012, there were over 1,500 sightings, sometimes over 100 a year in Oregon. And I just thought that was really fascinating. Oregon's just behind Washington and Montana for UFO sightings. So I thought that was really interesting. And I did a little more research. Let me see I took some notes because I wanted to share with you guys. In 1949, a fishing party on the Rogue River caught sight of saucer-shaped aircraft. And then also there was a farm in McMinnville where the first photograph of a flying saucer was taken. It was, I believe her name was Eleanor, and she was out feeding her chickens. It was at the Trent farm. It was Eleanor Trent. And she asked her husband to run in and grab the camera, and they got a picture of a flying saucer. So that is historical, and you can Google the Trent Farm flying saucer and read more about that. Also, in McMinnville, there is still, well, not right now, but usually, there is a UFO festival that brings in hundreds of people to share pictures and discussions and stories about UFOs. But I just wanted to share a little bit about that. And then I wanted to tell you guys, I'm just seeing if I had anything else on my notes. When I Googled alien invasions, what came up in Portland, alien invasion in Portland, was alien squirrels have infested Oregon. So I thought that was interesting. And then I also, when I was young, I remember my brother and I coming home we used to play outside a lot, and we'd gone up to the local school, and we were coming home and we saw what we thought was a flying saucer, and it scared us, and we ran home, and we ran into the house all excited, and we were telling our parents about it, and they just didn't believe us. They thought we were just storytelling. But that is my research on UFOs, which really has nothing to do with my yarn story, but I'm going to go on about yarn. One of, which is my UFOs, my unfinished objects. So one of my unfinished objects is I was going to make a afghan out of these, let me see if you can see them, these crocheted squares. And I had more at one time. That one's really not showing up very well. Let me see if I can get you to see it better. And I've got only a few of them left because I had seen on another blog, which is, well, a vlog, it was the Yarn Hoarder had been using these squares for washcloths in the kitchen. So I thought, oh, I could give them as gifts for washcloths. So that's kind of an unfinished project. And then another unfinished project, I just thought unfinished object. I thought I'd share some of them with you, because I feel like I'm the only one that has all these unfinished objects just laying around the house. I was starting a pair of socks maybe a year ago, maybe it could be longer, and I got almost done with this one. And you can see it's a beautiful striped yarn. Trying to make sure you guys could see that. And I'm almost done with the first one, and then I got bored with it and put it away. And so it's been stuck in my little yarn bag, which really was a makeup bag. So that's another unfinished object. And I'm just going to show you a few more, because I have more than I even have right here. When I was knitting a few years ago, I was making some fingerless gloves, and my mother-in-law, who is an amazing knitter, saw this, and she said, oh, you're doing it all wrong. She said, you're doing it in the, and now it's just on some skewers, but because it's sat around for so long. I'm trying to see if you can see that. It was going to be fingerless gloves or mittens, whatever you call them. But my mother-in-law said I was doing it all wrong. I was doing it the American way, which was totally wrong to her because she's from Denmark. And so she just started ripping it out and started redoing it. And when she was redoing it, she did it in a way, I don't know how she was doing it. So I just set it aside and have not picked it back up. Then I have, besides knitting, when I was young, I crocheted my doll clothes, because Mom and Dad had 9 kids and we didn't have a lot of money. So luckily my brother bought me some Barbie dolls for Christmas that he got at a garage sale. And my parents didn't buy clothes for them, so I had these little naked Barbies. So I started crocheting the clothes for them. And I never learned how to read patterns. I just made up my own, ideas. Anyway, I crocheted as much as I knitted. Actually, I crocheted more. And I don't know if you can see Sophie here. Sophie's down here. Come here, Soph. Come on, up. Sophie's here with me, my little husky. Anyway, so I was making a hat, and I was crocheting it, and I got bored and stopped. So there's another thing that is an unfinished object, another haunting UFO. And I have over here, I was going to make a Christmas scarf. And I thought this was a really pretty red with gold fleck yarn. So, and some of these are coming off they've been sitting around so long, they're coming off their needles. And I should stick them back on, because maybe one day I'll finish it. Anyway, there was this one. Let's see if you can see the yarn. It's got this really pretty gold fleck in it. And it was just going to be a loose scarf. And my son said to me, why do you knit those so loose? They're not going to keep you warm. And I thought, maybe he's right. So then I put it away and I didn't pick it back up. And another project I have sitting here, I have so many projects sitting around, it's ridiculous. I was knitting a sweater, and I got, let's see, well, it wasn't exactly a sweater, it's like a sweater vest, because I don't typically wear a lot of sweaters, but I was gonna make this vest sweater. And so I have this project sitting here, and I've gotten it, I don't know if you can see how far that is. It's actually pretty far, and then I just put it in my bag and stuck it away. A lot of people say they refer to Sleeve Island. I just have an island all my own, based on nothing, but if I don't know, a lot of projects, if they don't go quickly enough for me, I get bored. And then let's see what else I have. I have more over here. Let's see. I was going to show you guys some really cool yarn that I have that I should be doing something with. I shouldn't just have it sitting around. Oh, here's another unfinished object that I started with this. It's really a cool, let me see if you can see this. It's a really cool yarn. It's almost like paper, and I'm trying to see what it's called. It's chestnut, which this doesn't look like a chestnut color to me. It looks like gray, but it's called chestnut, and it's wide Gima, G-I-M-A, and it says H-A-B-U, Habu at habutextiles.com. Here, let me see if I can show you this. You can see the label. There's a lot of light coming in, so you may not be able to see it. Anyway, it feels like paper, and it says it's wide cotton Gima. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it says dry clean and or hand wash, and it's made in Japan. But it doesn't feel like cotton to me. It feels like some kind of almost a paper fabric. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, that's another unfinished object because I bought a couple of these skeins and wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but I wanted to try it. And so I've got that sitting here. And then I've got this really beautiful, what I think is beautiful yarn. It's, I was going to make a scarf, I think, or I'm not really sure what I was going to do with it, but look at this beautiful, let's see if I even started anything on it. I was going to hold it double because it's super thin, but isn't that pretty? I don't know if it's showing like it should, but I've got this beautiful blue, and then I've got some in gray. It looks like it's white on the screen, but it's a gray. And so I was going to do a blue and white scarf, I thought, but yeah, that's not done. So, I have another scarf, and I have, I'm sure, more things than I even have right here. I just thought I'd pull together some of my unfinished objects and share them with you guys, because I wanted to finish a lot of objects for Christmas. And the stuff I just showed you was called Soft Shack. Let's see if you can see that. And it's single ply lace. Let's see, I'm going the wrong way. Weight, and it's 72% kid mohair, 28% silk. And let's see if I pull this over here. And it's by Busy Street Yarns. Bay Street Yarns, sorry. I couldn't see it there. There's a glare on the screen. But it's super beautiful. And it says hand dyed with love in Anderson, California. So that's that blue and the gray kid mohair. And I should show you this bag. It's just looks like an old sheet. I like to get recycled and reused things, but this is the tag. It's by Spud and Cloy, and it's a really cute little label. It's not showing up very well. Let's see if I come back a little further. It's a little sheep and a little girl. Anyway, these are some of my unfinished objects, and I feel like I'm the only one that has all these unfinished objects around my house. I was going to show you this beautiful yarn too. This is a Donegal Aran Tweed by Studio Donegal. And I was just going to, I have a few different colors. This is another project in here. Let's see, I was going to see what the colors are. But you can see it's got this really cool speckling, kind of like, these were a fall color. And this one says hand wash. But I thought it was so pretty. It's 100%, let's see, you're not seeing that, new wool. And this color, I can't read it. It looks like just a number. It's spun by Donegal Yarns, Kilcar Company Donegal. Anyway, I have these ones to do, and I have a few skeins of that. I've got more in here. And I was going to do it maybe with an orange. I love the fall colors. And so anyway, I just was thinking about all these projects I have sitting here to get done. And I don't know what I will get done by Christmas, but I thought I would just share with you guys some UFOs because these can be so scary. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my story on UFOs, the alien squirrels, the term flying saucer, and my yarn projects. And I just wanted to wish you guys all a very happy holiday and a wonderful December. And if you guys are interested at all in my stories and my sharing of my different projects, then please subscribe to my channel down below. And if you enjoyed any of this, then give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.